Deputy President David Mabuza is in KwaZulu-Natal today, engaging with traditional leaders. He's there, we understand, in his capacity as the chairperson of the Inter-Ministerial Task Team, expecting as well to pay a courtesy call to King Misuzulu Zwelithini. The Inter-Ministerial Task Team was established by the President to provide mechanisms to build a social compact between traditional leaders, government and other relevant stakeholders. My colleague Lethiwe Mdluli is following that story as Didi Mabuza is going about his visit there in KZN. Good afternoon, Lethiwe. Welcome to today. Thank you very much for your time. Can you tell us what is the current situation now? Has that meeting happened, that courtesy meeting between Amazulu King and the Deputy President?
Well, good afternoon, Braden. Of course, the Deputy President has paid that courtesy visit to King Misuzulu Zwelithini here in Kangela Mankengana Royal Palace. We are standing right side of the palace because that meeting has just concluded. We've seen the Deputy President speaking with the King of the Zulu Nation, and also present in that meeting was the Prime Minister of the Amazulu Nation, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. We do understand that this visit was just discussions between him and the King, where they were discussing the meeting that he's going to have with traditional leaders here in the province. You'd remember that there's a lot of problems that traditional leaders in KwaZulu-Natal have been facing over the years. Some of those issues include the murders of traditional leaders. We have been reporting on Izinduna and Amakhosi being gunned down by people that are unknown to them. There are allegations that these murders are, of course, because of the paid positions that a lot of people are eyeing. And speaking to the Deputy President today, we actually had a chance to ask him if those are the issues that they're going to be discussing tomorrow with the traditional leaders in Durban. And he did say that this forms part of those discussions where they will be discussing those issues. Another thing that they're going to be discussing with traditional leaders is how they can strengthen their relationship between government and traditional leaders to, of course, help those rural communities that Amakhosi are currently servicing. So that is basically what the visit was about today. It took quite a while for them to actually come out of that meeting, and I do believe that other issues were discussed. We do know that in about 2 weeks' time, towards month end, King Misuzulu Zwelithini will be coronated, and we do understand that local government and also government as a whole, national government, will be part of that coronation. And we did have a discussion with the Deputy President about this, and he is saying that they are hoping that the coronation will go as planned.
No, we serve at the behest of our branches. We don't choose ourselves. We don't just make ourselves available. Our branches will nominate, and beggars are not choosers. Otherwise, we can ride our horses. So we are serving the people. If requested, we'll avail ourselves in whatever portfolio and capacity.
That's the Deputy President, David Mabuza, responding to a question by Lethiwe Mdluli about his position in the ANC ahead of the national conference that's coming in December.